What's up guys, it's Nightings here and I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be reviewing the preseason game against the Cleveland Browns. First game back home in Lincoln Financial Field, love to see it. And it was a tie, 18-18, as you can see by the thumbnail and the score in general. Yes, I know, I'm 4 days late reviewing this game, but I was a little bit preoccupied with the Madden 24 video. By the way, thank you guys so much for the great support on that. It's 6 likes and it passed over 100 views. Thanks a bunch for that, y'all. Y'all apparently love the gaming videos, and I'm happy to give out more if I get new games or just find new series. So yeah, thank you guys so much for that. But before we get into this video, of course, please like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any other videos. We're back at 262, so we're near it. We're getting closer to 300 by the day, and the year isn't over, so let's hope we can get to 300 by the end of 2023. And of course, my Discord server is still a work in progress, and the intros and outros, I'm still updating information on that, so stay tuned for that. Right, without further ado, play that intro video. Let's get it.
And he's trying to extend! Touchdown! Philadelphia Eagles on Jalen Hurts!
Alright guys, welcome back. You know how we do it here. Give some stats from the game. Hopefully I can go quickly with that because last time it took a while. And we're going to go with the positives and negatives that I found from this game. And also I do want to say this as well. I've decided that after the Colts-Eagles preseason review video, hopefully I will be able to do that. That'll be the 30th episode of the Philly Sportstalk series. I am going to be rebranding this series. I don't really like the name Philly Sportstalk anymore. It's kind of basic and a little bland if we're being honest. So I'm going to rebrand it to something else. And this is going to apply for Eagles, Sixers, and Phillies. But yeah, let's get into the stats now after saying that. I'm going to go with my Eagles first. We were the home team. I went with my Eagles first in stats the last game, but we were in Ravens M&T Bank Stadium. No matter what, I'm going to go with the Eagles first. So, Tanner McKee and Marcus Mariota were only starting quarterbacks. Tanner McKee, 10 of 18, 147 yards, 1 touchdown. Mariota, 9 for 17, 86 yards, and an interception, no touchdowns. Rushing, I only say probably 3 or 4. Trey Sermon, 5 carries, 54 yards, 1 touchdown. Did have a fumble, though, in that game. Kennedy Brooks, 7 carries, 26 yards, no touchdowns. Rashad Penny, 2 carries for 18. Kenny Gainwell, 2 carries for 6 yards, and I believe he got tackled for safety in this game as well. All right, for receiving, Tyree Jackson, not Tyree Cleveland, Tyree Jackson, two receptions, 41 yards. We have Joseph Nagata, 3 for 39. Greg Ward Jr., 3 for 29. And Devin Allen, 2 for 21. And Brady Russell, who was one of our tight ends, 1 for 22 and 1 touchdown. All right. Okay, so moving on. K'Wan Wallace led tackles with 6 and 1 assist. Zach Cunningham, who I'll be talking about more, definitely 4 tackles for 3 assists. And were there any, I don't remember if there were any, yes, Kentavia Street, who I definitely saw, not a lot of, but I definitely saw him get quite a few snaps, got 0.5 of a sack. And Jake Elliott was 1 for 1 on field goals today. Right, hopefully I didn't miss anybody else that also led stats, but let's go on to the Browns. Right, Dorian Thompson-Robinson, who's been impressing this preseason, 13 for 25, 164 yards, no touchdown. Kellen Mond, 12 for 24, so completed half of his passes, 126 yards, and a touchdown. So we got Demetric Felton, I believe his name is. Sorry about the cut, guys. Going back, Demetric Felton got 7 for 36. John Kelly got 8 for 20. Robinson himself got 4 for 18. And Jordan Wilkins got 3 for 18. And Hassan Hall got 8 for 16. Mond also got 2 carries and 70 yards as well. Right, here's a guy who did great. You can see him on the thumbnail too. Austin Watkins, 7 for 139 yards and 1 touchdown. He averaged 20 per catch. Absolutely excellent game from him. That's why I put him on the thumbnail. He did great. All right. Cedric Tillman got 2 for 50, and Anthony Schwartz got 4 for 33. And let's just move on. Another guy who did good this game, or great even, Mohamed Diabate, 6 tackles for 1 assist. And Tanner McAllister got 5 tackles, an assisted tackle, 1 sack. Okay, Lonnie Phelps also got a sack, I believe, and Caleb Biggers got 0.5. All right. Oh my God. Jeremiah Martin also got 0.5, and three combined. Well, not combined. They're just combined on Google. If you see this, I just use Google for all my stats. Charles Wiley, Maurice Hurst Jr., and Tommy Togiai also recorded a sack. Holy. And not to mention, Ronnie Hickman intercepted Marcus Mariota. And yeah, Cleveland Browns defense showed a lot of promises from their second. I don't know if they're exactly second or third stringers, because I'm not a Browns fan, so I don't really follow like the inner workings of the team, like second, third stringers. But yeah, all of them had a game. Mohamed Diabate, Watkins Jr., really good game. Hopefully they make the roster. Okay, Cade York was 3 for 4. He did miss a field goal. Right, so went through stats pretty quickly. Let's go on to the positives and the negatives. Okay, first positive I want to talk about was Nolan Smith. All right, Nolan Smith. I can just go back. I could even find him. Yeah. He on the stats, he only showed an assisted tackle, and he himself even said in an interview that he came here, or he was picked here to make plays, not to be just close enough, which is awesome to see him have that mentality already. But even so, I mean, even when he was close enough, he still showed incredible skill, getting past the offensive lineman, using a move like, going under the offensive lineman and just being really quick and getting around them like that. That was really nice. I love to see that. Right, Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Jordan Davis are 3 guys to watch in the trenches who I really hope all of them are definitely going to make the roster, no doubt about it. But I'm excited to see the future between these 3. That's why I'm so excited about these rookies. As any fan of any team should be looking at rookies. But our rookies, they're just showing a lot of promise, and I'm really excited for them. And they're not rookies, but Hurts, Brown, and Smith are all young too. This is just crazy, how a lot of these young guys on our team are performing. And, I'm just surprised how we even got guys like Jalen Carter, Keely Ringo, Jordan Davis, Nolan Smith that easily. And Nakobe Dean too. It's awesome, right? Nakobe Dean, I get it. It was 1 play, but he gets his first fumble of the season. Congrats to him. Really good play from Nakobe. And yeah, also my next positive is, as you can see on the screen, is also about Nakobe. But yeah, Nakobe is just a guy who didn't get many reps last season because obviously TJ Edwards was the starter and the linebacker. Don't get me wrong, I like TJ a lot. He had a really good season. But now he's gone to the Chicago Bears, so it is what it is. We lost defensive starters, but Howie got 2 guys in the trenches this draft, and also got 2 defensive backs, Keely Ringo, Georgia corner, and of course Sidney Brown, who, he's not on a positive here on this specific game, but I really want to talk about him too. So yeah, Howie's getting it done, and yeah, I'm just really excited to see all of them. And I know Javon Hargrave also left to the 49ers, but I'm still not that worried about this defense. And with Sean Desai at the helm, I'm excited. Hopefully Sean Desai, though, is going to be a really good DC for us, because if he can unlock just, I wouldn't say potential, but if he can just push the defense to its full limits, then it's going to be really exciting. All right, so congratulations to Nakobe Dean. Really excited to see how he does at that linebacker spot. By the way, Miles Jack as well, who's also in that linebacker court, he says after the season he's going to retire. So that's just interesting to see. And I was just wondering too, because he's not really been having the best camps as I've heard around. But yeah, when he came here, I was excited because you bring a 7-year veteran into this linebacker core, and you see how he does. So yeah, but let's keep going. Zach Cunningham as well, I believe a former Tennessee Titan. We signed him as well. Zach Cunningham and Nakobe Dean. Ooh, that might be a duo. Just Sean Desai is looking out for. They both look really good together. I believe Cunningham had 4 for 3 in terms of tackles. Yeah, he looked pretty good this game, and of course he's a newly acquired linebacker. And I'm thinking Hassan Reddick at that strong side linebacker spot, edge rusher role. Then we have Nakobe at the middle, and then we have Zach Cunningham of the week. Is that what the Eagles go with? We're gonna have to see what Sirianni and decide, but decide. That's pretty catchy. But yeah, they both look pretty good together, and that's given me hope. Of course, I know before I continue, I get it. I'm optimistic about a lot of things, but at the end of the day, we're just gonna have to see what the Colts game brings and just what's finally decided. Because don't get me wrong, there's a bunch of optimistic things, but I'll admit to myself, I might just talk too soon about some stuff. I was optimistic about Miles Jack, but not having that good of a training camp, and apparently he's gonna retire. Not apparently, well, he is gonna retire next season. So I can be wrong about some things, and I'm definitely optimistic, but sometimes I just don't need to get that ahead of myself. But don't get me wrong, this Colts-Eagles game is going to be definitely important to see, that final, that final push. Who's going to make the roster? Who's eventually, for example, safeties. Is Reed, Sidney Brown going to be a combination? Is Nakobe, Zach Cunningham going to be a combination? That's why, I'm optimistic, but at the same time, I think to myself, we're just going to have to wait and see. I might speak too soon, but yeah, they both look good together. We'll have to see what they decide. So let's continue. Trey Sermon redeems himself. He had a really costly fumble this game, and just not the best of games, including that fumble. But then he picked it up. I mean, here's the thing though. He only had 5 carries, 54 yards, 1 touchdown. But here it's just the idea of because the camera panned to him the sideline, and he just looked defeated. Jalen Hurts had to come up to him, talk about that fumble. And yeah, Trey Sermon, obviously you wouldn't be happy after a play like that, but the fact that he just bounced back, made a couple of good runs, and scored a touchdown. It's really nice. I love seeing Trey Sermon redeem himself after that. And again, he's making a case of, hey, I didn't get many reps at all last season, but I still deserve to be on this roster, and I love that from him, right? And my last positive, and again, I'll talk about Sidney Brown some more. I didn't have him for this game specifically, but yeah, I still definitely want to talk about Sidney Brown, absolutely, all right? So here's the thing. Tanner McKee had another really good game. And it's showing again. I mean, in the pocket, he's delivering great passes right where the receiver can go get it, especially in tight spots. The receiver all the time, and he looks just great. I mean, there was even one incompletion where it was in the end zone. I forgot it was a 2-point conversion or first and goal, second goal. I don't remember exactly, but it hit. And I even forgot. Oh my God, I'm blanking. I definitely know the receiver definitely should have caught that. And it might have been a tight end. I'm not so sure. But, Tanner McKee delivered another good pass. And it was honestly, I think it was a little bit high probably for the receiver. But that's still a pass the receiver should definitely catch. And sorry about the cut, guys. But yeah, that incompletion definitely not on him. But he still looks really impressive. And he definitely, wants that quarterback 2 spot. And if Marcus Mariota continues playing like this, then yeah, it's. I mean, here's the thing though. Sirianni said himself that Mariota is QB2, but I still want to see more Colts Eagles to see if. I mean, here's the thing. I keep trying to say if Tanner McKee gets a spot, but like I just said a few seconds ago, Sirianni said Mariota is QB2, but who knows? Who knows? I mean, I don't know if it's completely set in stone yet, though. I mean, we don't know that. Like, we're not in the organization. I'm not an insider, but Sirianni says Mariota's QB2, but we're just gonna have to see. Colts Eagles. Like, I don't know if this is fully set in stone yet. I mean, if it is, yeah, I have no idea if it's set in stone or not. So we're just gonna have to see, like, before opening day. The opening day is the MLB term. You know what I mean? Kickoff week. If Mariota is really the quarterback. But yeah, I mean, having a good backup is important to a team, and I get it. Tanner McKee is just a rookie, but Marcus Mariota is a vet, fits the system. By the way, I keep seeing people, say cut Mariota. No, why would we pay him that money for a vet who, again, I'll say it for the millionth time, fits the system, just to cut him? That makes absolutely no sense. It's crazy. But yeah, speaking of Marcus Mariota, let's get a smooth transition to the negative segment. Yeah, this is the elephant in the room. Mariota's passing, it just looks bad. Like, seriously, I don't know how we can overthrow guys like this. Like, guys that have a step, that are even wide open at sometimes, and he just completely misses them. Like, his throws are so errant. Like, it feels like he doesn't have the control of the football. Like, if he wants to throw the football somewhere, he will miss it badly. I don't get what's happening with Mariota. All right? And it sucks. A veteran like him shouldn't be missing passes like that so badly, one of which got picked off. There's a diving interception by, I'm trying to get reminded, who was it again for the Browns? Let me check. But I think, Hickman of the Browns, intercepted that pass, a diving interception, not right to him, but it was definitely in the area of Hickman and just Hickman. Like, it's like he was kind of throwing to Hickman at one point. He just threw right in his area, and Hickman caught it, like dived to it, and it's just an interception. It's crazy. Like, I don't know how you can miss somebody that easily. It's horrible. It's just, or that badly rather. It just sucks. Mariota cannot keep playing like this if he's the backup of this team. Backup is important in the NFL. Backup quarterback, because with how physical and violent the game is, you never know what's going to happen to your starting quarterback at all times. That's why a backup doesn't have to be an elite backup, just a backup that's capable of doing the job. And Minshew last season did not do that at all. I mean, here's the thing. I think we're 0-2 with Minshew. I mean, he's gone to Indianapolis. Hope he succeeds there. But yeah, when Hurts got injured, we needed 2 must-win games. I mean, must-win as in at the time it was must-win. But we got the win against New York. Well, we actually had to play Jalen Hurts Week 18 against New York. We did beat them. Then we beat them the divisional round, like 2 straight. It wasn't like completely back-to-back, but yeah, so we really had to start Jalen Hurts for that game, the New York game, because Minshew couldn't get the job done at the Dallas Cowboys Stadium and in Philadelphia against New Orleans. So it was definitely annoying. But yeah, that's why a good backup, or at least a capable backup, is good to this team. And Mariota, you just don't look like that. Let me get this straight. Again, your mobility and finding rooms to run and get the first down is really, really good. But yeah, just passing, man. Hopefully you get more reps, Colts and Eagles, and you just improve on that. I don't even know what to say. Like, a 7-year vet, like, you shouldn't be doing that at all. Just missing guys like that, it's annoying. All right, let's keep going. 23 minutes. I do have some stuff to cut out of the video though. So yes, parts of the video where I did go silent for a little bit, but yeah, even so, I don't know if this will be a 30-minute video, but let's keep going. Yeah, so the young secondary, who I had a lot of praise for the Ravens game, there's players that started to struggle for sure. And by the way, when I have these criticisms of Zach, I know he is out for the season. I'm not doing this to, belittle him or make fun of him at all. Like, I completely get it, he's injured, but I still did want to talk about his performance because, it was Yeah, it was definitely it's definitely not that good. But I'm not saying that, just to make fun or belittle him, and say that because he's injured, and say stuff like, oh, he's injured, he wasn't good anyways. That's not what I'm trying to do at all. I just want to talk about his performance. But hey, I hope Zach McPherson covers really well. Again, out for the season, that's horrible. And especially when he was a draft pick, I believe either 2020, 2021, somewhere around that time. I might be wrong, but he's still a really young player, and to just be out for the season like this. Even when Avonte Maddox is also injured, Zach, was going to be the successor to the slot corner, but yeah, now he's out for the season. I hope he recovers well, but out of the slot this game. Yeah, he did struggle. When he wasn't in the slot, he looked pretty uncomfortable, and just did not have a really good game, right? And then he got injured. It's just that's not good at all. And again, he's young. He was going to be the successor to Maddox in the slot since Maddox is injured, but yeah, it's just horrible. And I also saw his tweet too, saying, I believe. Yeah. He posted a picture of him going down the tunnel, Linc Financial Stadium, and yeah, guys like him do not deserve to have that fight. No one deserves that fate in the NFL, honestly. But it sucks to see a guy like him, go through that. And I hope he recovers really, really well and to the best of his ability. I'm excited to see what he can do after the injury, and he's the successor to Maddox in the slot. I don't want to let go of Maddox anytime, but Maddox has to leave the team due to trade or signing. I'm really excited to see what Zach can do in the slot. But okay, let's move on to some more. Keely Ringo, I know this is one play, but he's still a rookie, he's still learning. But yeah, I believe there was this one play where he had really, really nice coverage. He just looked back at the ball. He stopped a little bit, didn't keep those feet moving or looking at the receiver to try and make a play. But he looked back and he stopped, and that was a completion for the Browns receiver. And yikes, I get it, he's a rookie, but yeah, that was just a rookie mistake from him. And it's just this game was just a young secondary just struggling and just giving up all these chunk plays. And I keep saying this, I get it, he's a rookie, but can't have that Keely Ringo. So that was a little bit negative from me, especially when that was really good coverage too. Just did not like to see that at all. All right, so I think that's about it for the negatives for the young secondary, and just that in general. But let's move on to just the big elephant in the room too. I saved this one for last. You can probably see it in the screen as well. This game was just filled with Eagles injuries, and this is no one's fault at all. This is not a negative on an individual player just not playing that. This was just horrible. How unlucky we got and how unlucky these players got. So obviously we got Olamide Zaccheaus, who was our newly acquired wide receiver, trying to fight for that wide receiver 4 spot against Quez Watkins. And I believe Olamide and Nolan Smith. Nolan Smith also, I was talking about him earlier. He also returned to the game. So thank God both of them returned in uniform. They had shoulder injuries though, so that is something to look out for. I believe they're both questionable now, but it was relieving, even though they're still questionable for the Colts-Eagles game. I believe it was still relieving to see them both return to uniform, and I'm glad they did, and we're gonna see how they do in returning for the Colts-Eagles game. We're gonna see how that's gonna turn out. Who else? Olamide Nolan returned. Zach McPherson. I just talked about him. Again, when I talk about his struggles, I'm not trying to insinuate that he's bad. If he's injured, it wouldn't it wouldn't affect us. No, I am absolutely not trying to say that at all. It's horrible. especially like I keep saying, for a young guy like Zach McPherson to have a torn Achilles. I didn't even mention the injury yet, torn Achilles and out for the season. So yeah, when I've talked about his struggles before this, I'm not trying to insinuate, that I don't feel bad for his injuries at all. I'm not trying to do that. So again, prayers to Zach and two other guys, Tyree Cleveland and Moro Ojomo. Both had concussions, and they did have movement in their extremities, but they were both stretchered off, I believe. I don't remember. I don't think McPherson was stretchered off, but I don't even remember if there's an injury card that was taken to him. But yeah, I think Mono Ajomo and Tyree Cleveland were the ones that had stretchers taken out for them. And Tyree Cleveland, he was just not moving in the stretcher. It was horrible. By the way, I know I'm an Eagles fan, but I want to keep my fans accountable. I don't know why the hell we were doing the wave in the crowd, like, at all when a dude was getting stretchered off. Like, please have some respect. A player, like, dude, we've seen this with Damar Hamlin too. Like, with these type of incidents, these things are really scary. Absolutely scary. These guys, yeah, they're getting paid, but who cares at the end of the day? It's still a dangerous sport. Stuff like this is terrifying, but it happens. And when stuff like that happens, don't do a crowd wave when a dude is severely injured, probably doesn't even know what's going on, and he's in a stretcher. And sometimes it's so serious that their life is in stake, kind of like how Damar Hamlin's situation. Horrible. The fans at Linc Financial doing the crowd wave, dude. Like, I get it. I don't know the completely full context, but even so, we cannot do that. Like we already have a bad reputation as it is, but doing the crowd wave is just, I'm sorry, I know it's my fellow Eagles fans, but that's just disgusting behavior. Like, again, Tyree Cleveland not moving in the stretcher. Maybe don't do a crowd wave. And whoever started it, dude, seriously? Like, why? Like, why would you do that, man? All right, but anyways, I'm just glad Tyree Cleveland has movement in his extremities. And so does Ajomo as well. He put up a thumbs up when he was carted off in a stretcher too. So, and both of them have movement in their extremities. But still concussions, though, still pretty serious injuries. So we're going to have to see how they do. But yeah, again, like I keep saying, just glad they have movement in their extremities. It could have been way worse, but it wasn't. And I thank God for that, right? But yeah, guys, don't be doing the crowd wave. That's just horrible behavior. Just why? I still can't even fathom it. Like, there's no reason to be doing that when a guy is just injured, like severely injured too. But whatever, man. Sorry for that little rant there. I just don't understand that at all. So yeah, those are my negatives. So prayers to Zach McPherson. Hope you heal up next season and you just ball out and you do great stuff. Again, young guy, really excited to see his potential, and if the side can unlock it. The Zach McPherson, prayers up, my dude. Tyree Cleveland and Jomo, glad you have movement in extremities. Still, prayers up to you as well. I mean, hey, prayers up to everybody. Even if your injury is not season-ending, that there's still no reason to say prayers up. Like, I mean, you're still gonna have to go through that rehab, all that hard work just to get back on the field. So yeah, prayers up to McPherson, Cleveland, Jomo, Nolan Smith, and Olamide Zaccheaus. So yeah, that's about it for my negatives, and I think that's about it for this video. So overall, again, as of every preseason games like this, which it is, a lot of positives, a lot of negatives. Really brutal game that occurred last Thursday night. But yeah, just hoping, Cleveland and Jomo, Smith, Zaccheaus can be ready for the Colts-Eagles game, or maybe just don't even play them at all, to be fair. And just sit a lot of people out. I don't know. I mean, there's definitely some guys at Colts-Eagles who should play, but that's for the coaching staff to decide. But if Nolan Smith, does go back to the game, all of these guys have suffered injuries, then yeah, I'm excited to see how they can bounce back from that, and how they can get even better. Because yeah, let me tell you, that was just a really, really brutal game. hopefully these guys can be back. All right, so yeah, that's about it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, please comment, please subscribe, turn on the bell for notifications. Again, we're getting close to 300 subs, and really excited to do that. If we hit that before 2023, that'd be amazing. But we'll definitely see. Of course, Discord server is still a work in progress. But yeah, this is your friend Nightings signing out. Have a great day, guys.